What is up, everybody? Three and Impossible here. We had to do a little pump fake on you guys earlier. That's on me. Bad connectivity. Not sure why today is any different than any other day. But fellas, we got basketball, we got football going on. The Cowboys about to fucking choke again.
All so unnecessary comment. The game not even over yet. There's 7 minutes to go. Hey. And I have zero faith. That's all. I don't even need to watch the game. They're gonna lose.
How we feeling, fellas?
Living.
What he said.
Your face said it all. You didn't have to say
nothing. Man, that's how I feel.
Well, we're still kind of at the halfway point in the NBA season. We got the trade deadline coming up in about 2.5 weeks, February 9th. So it's I swear this guy always waits until we were actually on the show to start adjusting shit and making all types of noise. That's why I love you, Devion.
I ain't tried to. I hit my hat by accident. And
hey, you know what? That's just why I love you, Devion. You know, you always bring a little razzle dazzle at the most unexpected times. You know.
I'm slow.
He was real focused before the show when we were talking about pyramids. I ain't get no fumbling of the headphones or nothing. I just saying.
Had my attention, big dog.
Talking about some black people shit. He was really focused.
Shit. You got it. All right. Let's get it back to basketball. The Brooklyn Nets we talked about last time. Well, they're not doing too hot without Kevin Durant right now. They are currently playing right now against the Warriors. But they have so far gone 1-4 in games that they have finished. You know, I think from when we recorded last, I think Durant's missing a little more time than we had been estimating at the time, but it still doesn't seem like it's going to be anything too serious. So they're 1-4 since he got hurt. Kyrie missed a game in there as well, and it was a game that they really probably should have got. That was the San Antonio game, so that's a tough one to be missing both of them, and then he ended up losing. But he put on a little bit of a masterclass his last game out. Kyrie did. So let me just kind of gauge the temperature. You guys were more concerned than I was last episode. So how are you guys feeling now? You guys still concerned? Not that concerned? I need a concern update with the Nets. They have fallen in the standings now to 4. So Devion, I'll let you start this one off. I think you were the most concerned of the three of us. So how you feeling now?
The exact same way. So, like for real, because this is what I kind of worried about. It's like a couple games is one thing, but they have momentum, and like this team is one that you got to keep the momentum going. One little thing can kind of mess everything up. And now, you know, if you 1-5, because they probably gonna lose to the Warriors, they probably gonna go and end up losing by 3 or 5 points, get to the last literally like 2 minutes and blow it. So, you know, so they get to something like this, and it's gonna end up happening, and then Durant's got to come back, and then you got to hope that, you know, you're gonna have to give him 3 to 5 games to adjust, have them back adjust again, and then you got to hope that you not, you know, 2-8 by the time he gets back to adjusting, while the rest of them, like Boston, they ain't looking bad. You know, Milwaukee, like the teams, you know what I'm saying? The teams that you don't need to win, you doing bad right now. They get more and more confident. So, you know, so we'll see when Durant comes back. Hopefully you can snap it back and they can mentally be there. But if they lose too many games and when he comes back and they lose a couple more games still, I'm not worried about Durant and I ain't worried about Kyrie. I'm worried about the rest of them. You feel me? So
we are such a shit show today.
Fun day, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Oh god. No, I hear you, Devion. Like, a lot of it depends, I think, on how much more time Durant's gonna miss. Like, is this 1 more week? Is it 2 more weeks? You know, like, because if it gets to be like an additional 2 weeks, and like you said, they go like 2-8, like that's a lot different than 1-4 or 2-3. You know, we were kind of thinking about last time. Joe, where's your head at with this whole situation with the Nets? You were worried about a lot of kind of off-court stuff, trade demands, and all that coming to a head. It doesn't sound like anything like that has happened yet, but if they do stumble, maybe that does get invited in there with a trade deadline in a few weeks. So where's your head at?
My concern has shifted to Ben Simmons. Like, you've been under the rate, like you've been coasting the last couple of weeks. People forgot about you because KD and Kyrie were balling and y'all was winning. Like, this was the perfect time for you to just step up and just bring something a little bit offensively. Like, if he can't snap out of whatever he's going through and can't contribute offensively, they're gonna need him in the playoffs. So if he can't do it on this stretch without KD, it's not gonna happen this year. And I think that's what my focus is on now. Is come on, Ben. Like, man, after the first 2 weeks of the season, nobody talks about you. Like, you had just to play the game. That's all you had to do. And you still not bringing nothing offensively and getting ejected. You bringing nothing to the team. That's where I'm focused on. That's gonna be a big problem that they're going to have to deal with going to the end of the season, probably.
I'd push back on bringing nothing to the team, but yeah, I think there's
recently. I'm talking about without KD being there. I'm not talking. He doing some stuff defensively. The last couple games,
defensively, playmaker, absolutely. But yeah. To me, the concerning thing with Simmons is we've seen him be like a 16, 17 points per game player. So, like, we know he can do more than whatever it is, 8 points a game that he's averaging this season. Like, come on, bro. A little more. Like, I think when they're all healthy, it's not really as much of an issue because he doesn't have to be that role. But, like, you're saying, like, okay, no Kevin Durant. Like, take a little bit of the load off of these role players and get them an extra 8 to 10 points a game that you're missing from KD. Like, I think that's a fair ask of Ben Simmons. I'm still not really concerned. They're still right there with all the teams, going for those top 3 seeds, which I still think is the important part. I think top 3 is going to be a big deal in the East. So I think it's fine. If, like you're saying, if he keeps missing though, and that turns from 1-4 to 2-8, then I'll start to get concerned because that's going to bring other teams like the Cavs and the Knicks or the Heat potentially into contention for that seeding. So not worried yet, but I hear you guys. I'm understanding the concern.
They only won one game from like literally 1 or 2 games from dropping to like the 6th seed. So
I think I was just looking at this.
I know, what is it? Cavaliers they like 1 game behind them.
The Cavaliers are 5th.
3 games ahead of them.
Yeah, I think they're 3.5 ahead of Miami or 4.5 ahead of Miami who's in the 6th seed right now. Same record as the Knicks, who are in the 7th seed. So I think there's reason to be cautious. Like, all right, we gotta find some wins here while KD's out. Let's go to like potentially the funniest thing that's happened in the NBA so far this season. The Grizzlies are looking for smoke or a beef with everybody, and their latest target is Shannon Sharpe, who is obviously a big LeBron James supporter that was courtside for the Lakers-Grizzlies game on Friday. And I think it all started on a play where LeBron scored on Dylan Brooks, and Shannon just said something which I'm sure 5,000 in the stands were also saying, but like, he's too small for LeBron. And they started going back and forth, and it just turned into this whole thing right before halftime with Steven Adams walking up to Shannon, and his dad getting involved somehow, like pure craziness. NBA Twitter having a field day, loving every second of it. But I just want to know, you guys can take this whatever direction you want to take this. But Joe, I need your reaction just to that exact situation. If you want to take this bigger, whatever, like, just the floor is yours.
This is what happened. Like, I love the Grizzlies. I love John Morant. They a fun team. But this is what happens when they feel entitled, bro. Like, y'all haven't won shit yet, and they act like they a dynasty out here. They act like they selling themselves a little too much, And the old heads had to get in there and say, y'all still puppies. I'm still running this domain. Sit the fuck down. And I think that's exactly what happened. And then they was disrespectful to Shannon afterward, calling him just an ordinary pedestrian. Like, come on, bro. That's a Hall of Famer right there. Like, Dylan Brooks, who are you? Who are you, Dylan Brooks? Like,
man,
come on, bro.
you heard me?
Chill on that. They feel themselves a little too much to be not one nothing yet for real. That was my first thought. Like, God, y'all.
No, I'm
walking up the wrong tree. Like, LeBron is. Y'all better relax. I don't get it.
I wouldn't poke that bear. That's not the bear to poke. Devion, what'd you think?
Man, they need to stop messing with Shannon, dog. Like he about to take it out on you. Like Skip Bayless tried to play with him, now they trying to play with him, and it's just like I ain't gonna lie, it's just like why say something to him of all people and get crazy to him when everybody else saying the same thing, and the difference is he can go on TV and talk bad about you and bring publicity to you that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a wrap on Monday.
That's not you know what I'm saying? Like that's not the person you really want to talk crazy to. But I get it. You know that's why I say like that mentality. You need to have it like you're a dog. But then y'all lose the game because y'all
choked it away too.
Choked it away. Pissed LeBron off. Y'all lost the game. Y'all really blew that game. They really blew that game.
They let Dennis Schroeder steal at the ball as they're trying to like get fouled to go up by 3. They let Schroeder steal the ball and go down for a game-winning layup. Oh man,
blew the game. So it's just like, at the end you get mad at Shannon, but he ended up being right by the end of the game, didn't he? So you know what I'm saying? Like that's just like that's when you're supposed to really go out there. Like, and I think it was you, Will, who said that. Like I like the mentality, but this the stuff that we talk about. Like when you get to the playoffs, you get in people's heads, and then in the end, you blow the game. You're supposed to go out there and 10, 20 ball the Lakers now because they pissed you off like that. You're supposed to take it out on the Lakers, win that game, and say, like, this is who too small, and now y'all just blew it. So now Shannon, right, y'all pissed him off. He gonna talk bad about y'all tomorrow. And he about to, and I'm about to, I can't wait. I'm about to enjoy this so much. But I don't know why people keep fucking with Shannon right now, bro. Like, leave Uncle alone. Like, yeah, and what Joe said too, I think that was disrespectful. They think he like some ordinary civilian. I'm like, this dude like had an amazing career.
I mean, let's be real. Shannon Sharpe is at what worst case scenario, the 5th best tight end ever. Yeah, like ever.
Like how y'all gonna disrespect him? Like that's what I'm saying. Like how if you talk bad about him, like Dylan Brooks, come on, bro. If Shannon is a regular dude, what the fuck are you, bro? Like for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you're just a puppy.
Directly player.
Right. You're a fitness coach. That's what you are. You're just out there running. If Shannon Sharpe is a fucking pedestrian or blogger, whatever the fuck you called him, then you just exercise.
Come on, bro. You look clown ass dude.
Yeah, I mean it was. I think to me it was funny. This is starting to be like a little bit too much for me with the Grizzlies, though. I don't mean to. Like, I don't have an issue with it. I find it hilarious. But if I was a Grizzlies fan, I would be starting to think that they might be worried about the wrong shit right now. Like they need to tap back into that mentality of like, you know, get it out the mud, like that whole like kind of grit and grind type thing. It feels like they're starting to like play into this persona, and like they're almost too concerned with having the right quotes or like doing the right shit to like be this shit talking team. It's like before it seemed more authentic to me. It's feeling less and less authentic and more of like a show. And
I agree.
Like Desmond Bain, I sent you all the clip in our group chat. Started talking shit to LeBron, I guess after he made a couple shots, and then LeBron was like, "Oh, okay, like I don't do that." No, he said, talk shit before you get hot. Talk shit before the game, all that shit. And then LeBron, of course, then got the ball, ran down the court, and threw one down on Jaren Jackson's head. It's like I hope Bane apologized to Jaren Jackson for what he did to him. So I think that's my whole takeaway with this. Like, it was funny. I don't have any issue. I don't think anyone. Like, I hope to God they don't fine anybody or like anything stupid like that. Like, I thought it was funny, but they need to. Like, they've been playing well, so it's not like it's impacting their play. But I don't know. Like, they're starting to talk a whole lot for, like you were saying, haven't accomplished a whole lot.
Like, haven't accomplished anything, actually.
Like, they've won like one playoff series, and like y'all are talking about, like, oh, there's no competition in the West for us, or like this, or like, all right, man, like, all right, just know if y'all get bounced, and especially if y'all get bounced in like the first round or second round,
get upset for real.
Fun. You remember? It's gonna be a fun ride.
That didn't somebody else say that named Jordan was like talk like that before the game, before you get hot, and then
it was in the Last Dance documentary. They had that.
You can't, you know what I'm saying?
It's easy to talk shit when you're winning.
Fact.
It's easy to talk shit when you're winning. It's harder to do it before the game starts. That's okay.
That's the difference between mindsets of champions, and you see LeBron talk like that. He gonna talk before, after, and during, and then he gonna produce. That's
because it's just like it's fake confidence. If you have to wait to see that you made the shot or you actually played well, then you didn't really believe it going in. So
drunk courage.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I'll be interested to see how this season plays out for them. I still think they're among the title contenders, obviously, and I think they are definitely one of the contenders in the West. So I mean, they're playing really well. But they're starting to get this whole thing, like they want to be. It seems like they want to be hated, and they keep like I see Ja Morant and like other Grizzlies liking posts on Twitter about like, oh, everybody loves to hate the Grizzlies. Like, bro, y'all been like a feel good story. Right. Y'all been a feel good story for like 2 years. Stop trying to invent this. Like they're starting to do the victim complex shit, and I'm kind of annoyed with it. Right, like everyone always roots for them to be successful. Like, what are we doing here?
Seriously.
Man.
Bro, let's talk trade deadline though. These contenders, a lot of teams are going to be looking at pieces that could, set them at the top. So the trade deadline is February 9th. Two of the names that have been mentioned, I think, the most are Cam Reddish and obviously Jay Crowder, who is yet to suit up for the Suns because of differences there, not happy with what his role would be, and so they've kind of agreed to just let him sit out while they try and find a trade. So we'll have a couple different questions here, but the first question I got for you guys is both of our teams, Lakers, Heat, the Bucks, I feel like I'm missing one team, but there's like 3 or 4 teams that are kind of consistently in all of these same trade ideas, discussions. So since our teams are involved, I want to know from you guys, who do you want out of these two more? These seem like the 2 prizes of the trade deadline. So, Devion, who do you want more? If the Lakers are going to pull one off and give up some assets, who do you want more, Cam Reddish or Jay Crowder? Or if you got someone else in mind that you think is actually available, you can throw them in as well.
That's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll probably take Cam Reddish because we suck. And if we had like a championship team and we could get Jay Crowder, he'd be, it'd be perfect. But if we get Jay Crowder right now, we just giving up shit to have somebody who ain't played all year, and hopefully he produces. Cam Reddish, like I could see like a future, like we need another spark, but it's just like we still won't win with them, but we got a better chance to, winning a couple more games with Cam Reddish. And then over the long haul, I think he'll be a better fit, and he'll draw more big players in than what Jay Crowder would be. But if I had to, I wouldn't really want either one, to be honest with you. But I'll take Cam Reddish if I had to pick those two, So, and I'd rather see Jay Crowder. I like to see him go to Milwaukee or something, or y'all. Honestly, I would like to see him go to y'all, and y'all get rid of some of them like your boy. What's your boy name? What's his name? Deadman. I was talking to you about that before. So they get rid of him and one other piece, And at least, you know what I'm saying? At least it might be, you know, more beneficial for y'all because y'all got some players taking up some roster space. Just good.
We got one player wasting a roster space currently. Uncle Dad. Deadman need to take his ass out somewhere. They're not even playing him anymore. Joe,
ship his ass out.
If you're gonna choose between these two, who would you want?
Neither.
You don't want either.
I would stay.
You'd rather just stay with.
I would stay.
Really?
I wouldn't want either. I don't want either. But because the Lakers, like, Jay Crowder's not going to have an impact because there's already enough people to do. We got enough people who do what he do. They don't do it well. Like,
facts.
So no. And then Cam Reddish, he cool, but he young. I think he has I think Tom Thibodeau's created this stigma on him though so a lot of organizations gonna kind of stay away from him. So
that means you could probably get him for the cheap though.
You can. That's why I would like to see Cam Reddish go to the Warriors. I think that would be a perfect spot for him.
Come on, Joe, don't talk like that.
Serious. I swear, I hate it, but it'd be the perfect spot for him. And they need it. It would be the perfect. And they need the it would be crazy. And then Jay Crowder, I want to see him go to Philly. I think he'd be the perfect spot for Philly. But
bro, that'd be the most redundant trade ever. They already have PJ.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm thinking. They already got PJ, so that's what I was gonna say. But most likely, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him go to the Clippers. Because of redundancy. I know.
I mean, they don't. They want. It sounds like they want bigs, though. It sounds like they want like a true big, not like this three that's really being a. That's what I'm saying. So it sounds like everything I've read is that they want a real big.
Gonna fit anywhere. He has to go somewhere where he's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna fit in Miami. He ain't played all year because he upset about his role.
He'll fit in Miami.
He already went to the finals with Miami.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll that'd be a good fit. He already know the system. That and the Bucks. Them the only two I think he'll be good with right now that they'll win championships with. But that he can win if you put him on the Bucks. It's not like he needs to go out there and score 30. He just needs.
Him? I mean,
it takes
think
pressure.
Think about it, Joe. Think about the year the Bucks won the championship, though. The year the Bucks won the championship, they had PJ Tucker.
Defensively, takes a lot of pressure off.
Yeah, they haven't been.
Jay Crowder still like that dude defensively, I think.
But he don't gotta be
the same way that PJ Tucker is. It's not like the Bucks didn't ask PJ to go get like the best player. You know, unless it was like someone big, like like they asked him to take on Kevin Durant.
I would take PJ Tucker over Jay Crowder.
Yeah, I think I would. I think PJ's probably like the. Yeah. PJ's probably like the best version of like that kind of player. I think PJ's like the best version of that kind of player.
Yeah.
I think Jay Crowder's about as close to me. So from the Heat perspective, I think I would prefer Jay Crowder for sure. I'm surprised. Yeah, I think he starts, slide Caleb Martin to a bench role that is probably more fitting.
You might get rid of him too.
Style play
in that trade.
I think they'll hold on to him. I think they really like him. I'm surprised. If I was a Lakers fan, I would be really hoping that the Lakers landed Cam Reddish. I think that's a pretty great fit for what you guys are trying to do right now. It gives you like a lottery ticket, type thing for this year to see if you can kind of catch lightning in a bag with Cam. Because at the end of the day, he could end up being he's a great defender, and he's a good shooter. Like those are the things that we know about Cam Reddish. Then you might be able to get some actual like shot creation with him if the Lakers would finally be the team to kind of gel with him. Now, it's starting to get to a point where it's like, all right, Cam, how many different places do we need to see you like not fit till it's your fault and not the place's fault? So, but I think if the Lakers had to give up like a second round pick and I don't know, some Troy Brown Jr., some bullshit like that.
Fucking give up like a Dennis Schroeder or something and then like a second round pick. Like I'm just saying, like we ain't got to give up that much to get him. I'm just like,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's like I don't think you're gonna have to give up a ton to get Cam. It's like if I'm the Lakers, that's all upside to me. He's young. If it works, you've all of a sudden got a young player that can go with Anthony Davis and LeBron next year. I'm assuming Westbrook's gone after this year. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a smart gamble, in my opinion, for the Lakers.
What do we really got to lose? Like for real, like we really don't have nothing to lose, and ain't nobody begging to come here. So it's like if we had those two, yeah, Cam Reddish is the only one I think somebody would want to go there and play with. Jay Crowder is a championship piece. That's it.
You need to chill. Ain't nobody going anywhere to play with Cam Reddish. All right.
I'm not saying they gonna go for him to play there, like him specifically, but what we're missing, he goes in there and just does decently. That gives people like, oh, we can go over and possibly add to this and win a championship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying him specifically. I'm just like the role he could play. Jay Crowder is just you throw him on. You one piece away from being a championship team, or you throw him on their championship team. You know what I'm saying? Or a contender.
Yeah, so, no, I mean that's the kind of move. Yeah, I don't think that move makes much sense for the Lakers. They're a long shot. Okay, so now I want the other perspective. Where do you think these guys go, or do you think they get moved at all? Devion, where do you think? I think they're both going to move. It seems like the same few teams: Lakers, Bucks, Heat, Clippers, maybe. I still don't know. Where do you think these guys end up?
This one was hard for me. Crowder, he's gone for sure. I don't think he stays at all. Like, you're not playing him.
There's no point in them keeping him.
Yeah, he making what, like $10 million plus a year.
Last year of his contract, $10 million a year. What are we doing?
Get his ass out of there. So, I think they'll trade him, get some cap space. I really think he might go back to Miami for real. I think he might go back to Miami because especially with all the teams that are in the talks, Miami's the only team that I have confidence that could actually get the trade done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the Bucks deserve that kind of credit too. They've made the last few years. They made the trade for Drew Holiday. They made the trade for PJ Tucker. They're usually off season, but
I would like to see them with the Bucks. It's only those two teams, the Bucks or the Heat. But I think the Heat might have the best chance of getting them. But because I don't know who the Bucks will want to give up to get him. And that's my only thing. Like, somebody throws a trade out there, it'll make sense, then I can see it, but I just can't see it. So I think the Heat right now, Cam Reddish, it's tough. I didn't want to say, but I like Joe. It sounds good with the Warriors. I don't want to believe that, but they got some pieces you can get rid of that can kind of make up for where he's slacking. And, so the Warriors do sound good, though. I'm not going to lie. They do sound good. So, but I'm really not sure where he will go. Like, it's hard to see.
Yeah, he's more of a tough one to get. Yeah. Joe, what about you? Where do you think these guys land?
Yeah, I said Cam Reddish to Warriors. That's what I'm thinking. Jay Crowder, I know we said the Heat and those names. I just kind of thought about maybe Dallas. I think he would fit in Dallas. I mean, they don't have no defense. He can catch and shoot. All he do is sit in the corner and shoot anyway. I don't know where he goes. I really don't.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that for you, Joe. It's another person that you can. It's another person that you guys can blame. You can blame Luka's failures on.
It's just not. I just don't believe there's a contender this year that's thinking, I'm gonna trade a piece away and we're gonna get Drake Crowder and it's gonna help us win the championship. Especially if you haven't seen him play at all this year.
Yeah, whatever. I don't think I'm not. It's not like he's waiting on an injury. Like I think it'd be different if he misses his time with an injury. It's just, I'm sure he's staying in shape. So
he'll have a broken shot.
All I know is he's an older player. He's an older player that has got extra time to rest. I think it's all good for him. Yeah, I think as much as I would love to see Crowder back in the Miami Heat uniform, I just got a sneaky suspicion that the Bucks are gonna fucking get him, and it's gonna piss me off. I think the Bucks are gonna end up with Crowder, and I actually think your Lakers are gonna be the team that ends up with Reddish. I think that's who's gonna be the team that pulls it off. I think the Lakers got so many pieces that they want to get rid of. It only makes sense that they package them up to the Knicks, who may be able to use them for a very specific reason with Thibodeau, and the Lakers take a shot with Reddish.
Nobody wants to trade us, though. That's the thing about it.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta want to trade pieces for you to make. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody.
I think you guys have some pieces that like a team that's trying to compete would want. Like, I think I could see like a Troy Brown Jr. being like someone that Tom Thibodeau would like to have on his team.
That's true.
Lengthier, kind of longer guy, 3'4", will defend. He probably will just have to tell his ass like stop fucking shooting. But I mean, Troy Brown's been I think playing a little better for y'all. You know, like Schroeder is a guy that like if you guys aren't gonna seriously use him, people want. Pat Bev is somebody that I just know Tom Thibodeau has to love. Like, there's no way that Tom Thibodeau does not love Patrick Beverley.
I would take
could go be like a backup point guard for them, energy guy. Like, I think there's like say it's like Pat Bev, Troy Brown, second round pick for Cam Reddish. Like, I don't see a scenario where they say no.
Bro, you want to hear the fucked up thing about that? That would be a good trade, but
I think it'd be good for both parties. Honestly,
the fucked up part about it is we really can trade Pat Bev, but he's like the one thing like we would need like a player like him.
I mean, y'all aren't even playing him anymore though. Like he's hardly seen any fucking clock.
But it's still, you know, I feel you on that. You got me on that one. But I'm just saying, like in the locker room, you know, even if you're not playing these players, the impact that they have just being around does matter. But
yeah, but I mean, you got LeBron James. You got LeBron James in the locker room. Like, I don't think you need like locker room guys. Like the Timberwolves losing Beverly versus the Lakers losing Beverly is like.
Yeah, it's night and day. I don't have no faith in I really will. I thank you for having faith in our front office to make any decent trade. I really thank you for that, but I have zero. I think
I don't think that move really moves the needle. Like, I still think you guys are a play-in team after making that move, but I would give you like
I don't think that
more of an opportunity to potentially do something if you get lucky, or not even lucky, but if you just catch something with Reddish.
Get lucky. You're right. You're lucky. So for real, bro. Like we might as well just. I don't know. I've just lost hope, and I'm just like, I don't think.
Y'all gotta make the play. Y'all at least gotta make the play in. LeBron's gonna pass Kareem this year. It can't be in a season where he doesn't go to the fucking at least play-in game. I need y'all to make it that far.
Me too, bro. Like, for real. I'm not even a LeBron fan, but I don't want to put a stain on his legacy like that, and I think we're about to put a stain on his legacy. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't know, Will. I hope you're right, bro.
Bro, you look depressed, my guy. You just look depressed,
bro. Like,
it's hard out here, bro. They on TV too much, too, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, whoever thought we would have said we don't want to see the Lakers on TV? My favorite players on there.
Even when they win, it's a struggle to watch, bro. The whole game just be like, bro.
Hey, LeBron's been hooping though. LeBron has fuck to watch.
Nobody give no fuck about that, bro.
No, I'm saying it's entertaining. At least watching LeBron play is entertaining from a person that doesn't care if y'all win. I'm saying y'all are on TV. I'm seeing the last, probably the last year or two of like elite play from LeBron James. So I'm enjoying.
I need to have that mindset because I'm like this fool out here balling. And we fucking losing all the time. Like, I'm like, damn, bro, this is what we've been asking for, and we can't win a game, bro. This hurt, bro. But I need to just I'm gonna say, look, I'm gonna enjoy LeBron.
See what Steve said on his podcast? He said it's been 6 to 8 games that LeBron has cost the Lakers because he's not clutch enough in the fourth quarter. I was like,
oh yeah.
There's a reason I stopped listening to that.
I'm never listening to him ever, bro. What the fuck does that mean? LeBron can average 30, 30, and 30, and we still will be losing games by like 5+ points for real. And they gonna still blame LeBron. Like, what more can he do? I'm like, this boy averaged quadruple.
I mean, the plus minus stats tell the whole story this year with the Lakers. I think on the year, LeBron on the court for the Lakers is like plus 90.
Come
and
on,
then
bro.
off the court it's like minus 89 or something. Like,
bro, he like the
something
only
stupid like that.
player like holding us afloat. The rest of them are just they real filler players, like for real. Like they need to just package all they ass.
AD needs to come back real quick and play like a big man. Like he was doing it for a little bit this year. I was proud of him. Proud of him. But then, like Joe predicted, something went wrong.
Of course.
But let's transition. Let's transition to an up and coming team in the West. We're gonna play a little game of buy or sell. You're gonna tell me if you buy or sell the Kings, not the Queens, not the Queens. They have earned the name Kings. Buy or sell that they are a legit contender in the West. They are currently sitting in the 3 seed.
That's crazy.
Crazy to think about. I remember preseason show, somebody mocked me for having them at 10. So, fuck whoever that was. But we got the Kings. Buy or sell as a contender in the West. Joe, you look like you about to say some shit. So, Joe, let it go.
No, I'm not buying it. I'm selling it. I mean, they are the number one. They do lead the league in points per game. Like, they can score a lot of points. I get that. But they 24th, 25th in rebounds, and they 24th in opponent points per game. That shit not gonna last a whole season.
That bad in rebounding is crazy too, because Sabonis leads the league.
It's leading, very crazy.
They got nobody else. It's like all guards and just him. That shit they're gonna get tired. They're gonna get bullied. It's cool right now, but they're not. I give them a 5-6 seed, maybe a 4 between that 4, 5, and 6 area. They're gonna drop a little bit because they're just not gonna be able to rebound and play good enough defense later in the season, and they're gonna start losing games because of that. I mean, they can score a lot of points, but when things get a little bit closer and these games start to matter a little bit more, I think that's when they're gonna start to struggle, and that's when they'll fall off.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a good another month left to go.
But you wouldn't be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised, say, if they were like a Western Conference like semifinals team.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. They lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Fuck.
First round exit. Wow.
First round exit.
Wow. Okay.
Do they have anybody on the roster that has any playoff experience?
I think Sabonis does.
Sabonis, yeah.
First round.
That's about it.
First round loss.
Yeah, facts.
Because they'll probably play the Lakers or some shit. I mean, not the Lakers, the Warriors or something crazy.
Get their ass.
Wow. Oh, that would be so like. Could you imagine that they have like the season of their fucking lives here, and then the reward is like a finally fully healthy Warriors team? That'd be tragic.
Man,
but Devion, go ahead.
Whacked. Man, I ain't buying that shit. I'm selling it. Like, they might be like. So look, I love saying this. It's a lot of great regular season teams, and then when they get to the playoffs, they ass run into a brick wall and realize like, oh, this is the big leagues. Regular season they can score those points. It's cool. Sabonis go off, Fox go do his thing. They might do great. They might be in the top 4, could fall to 5. You know what I'm saying? Have a great season, but then when they run into the first round of the playoffs, then it's real easy to isolate a lot of these players and put pressure on these other players. And cool, you did that during the regular season, but you got to play me possibly 7 times in a row.
One person, sorry, Devian, to cut you off. One person we are very glaringly overlooking their playoff experience because it's a lot, including finals and everything. Harrison Barnes, obviously, been in a ton of playoff games. But no,
yeah,
keep going.
But you know what I'm saying? But think about that. Like what you just said. Is that really the player that's gonna get you over the hump? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can.
Harrison Barnes has low-key been hooping his whole time in Sacramento.
He has. Yeah. And adding Sabonis to it does make it that much better because he can rebound. But it's just like, where they strong at, if you start putting pressure on them, somebody get even a small injury, then all of those strengths no longer matter. You know what I'm saying? Run across the same team, and they go run. And the fucked up part about, like, I believe you 100%, Joe. They gonna run across somebody in the playoffs, we couldn't. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't get them, and it's just like
I just
Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bro, I think Dallas should give them a run for their money. Like, I think Dallas will go 7 games with them, but they can beat them in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But they'll go 7 games with them, and then the next round they just tired. Boom, they out of there. So, regular season. Oh yeah, they balling. They go ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they gonna fall below 5th seed at all. Which I didn't have them.
No one does.
I didn't even have them.
No one outside of Sacramento had them
playing the game for real. I thought they was gonna be trash again, but playoffs, nah, bro. Like, come on, bro. They're in the same boat as the Knicks. They better than the Knicks, but that's what type of team I see them.
They got that stigma to them. You know, that stench.
All that hype. They gonna have to prove me wrong. I say that they gonna have to prove me wrong, cause they still the queens to me. They the princess. I'll say, look, they're the princess right now. They ain't made it to the king.
That's lower. That's lower than a queen.
Yeah, but it sounds better. But it sounds better though.
Why does it sound better? Why does it sound better? You sexist piece of shit.
Nah, because we know why we calling them the queens, bro. We can't probably say it on this podcast, because they can't call them the other word. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this sexist piece of shit right here.
Man.
This sexist piece of shit.
That's the type of people we gotta get rid of to make a better America.
That's right.
Hey, man.
I'm trying to cover yourself now.
I feel like how Kyrie feels.
Well, that's fitting. That's fitting.
I know he's gonna say this.
Fucking idiot. God, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I am really debating this one. This one's tough to me. I'll tell you what. I've watched them play. They're like the team when it's like Friday, Saturday night, and it's like late, and I put on a team. It's always the Kings. Like, I have a lot of fun watching them play, and they have a lot of elements to a team that I particularly really like. So, Joe, I think your point's very valid. The rebounding and the defensive issues that you brought up are valid. The one thing, though, is they got some defensive stoppers that they can throw at somebody. And I think that's very important in playoff basketball when isolation ball becomes a little more heavy. Davion Mitchell is a fucking stopper. Like, he is a stopper, that's a wing player. I love that. Let me throw another question to you guys. Who leads the NBA in clutch time points? Close game, fourth quarter, less than 5 minutes to play. Is De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox leads the entire NBA in that category. Now, a good chunk of that is they're playing a lot of clutch time games where the scores, I can't remember what the contingency is, like the scores within X points, but like they're playing a lot of close games. But De'Aaron Fox is a bona fide clutch player. He has earned that title. Sabonis is
he's just Sabonis.
You guys have known for a long time. I love the way that Sabonis plays basketball. Yeah. A little bit of a defensive liability, which kind of gets to your point, Joe. For them to be as good as they are offensively, they kind of have to be that bad defensively because he's a big reason why. If there was like a good available like rim protector at the trade deadline, I'd be all over it if I was Sacramento. I would be all over it. But at the end of the day, they got De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, offensively, fantastic. Davion Mitchell, stopper defensively. Kenneth Murray, Joe, I know you liked him before the season started as a rookie. He's starting to play a little better. Harrison Barnes, still a good 3-and-D type player. You can kind of do some kind of post-ups with him as well to get some easier looks. They have a lot of elements that I really like. I'm going to sell it because I don't see them in the Western Conference Finals, and that's kind of my barometer of if you're a contender or not. But man, I am so close to buying it. I'm pretty in on the Kings overall in terms of where they're trending. I don't think they're a first-round exit. I think they win around this year, or at the very least, maybe if they get a bad matchup, then they at least push a team very, very tough in that first round. But I think they're a good basketball team. I like
next year.
Next year, I will be looking at them.
That's a team that if they make a good trade now, the conversation changes. You get what I'm saying? Now that's a team like that, but I don't know. But hey,
you know what's low-key hurting them is that the Pacers have actually been kind of decent this year. If they would have swung a trade for like Miles Turner, That could have been. I feel like that could have been a deal that could have like flipped that team on its head. Like that could really like been a super impactful thing. Basically clean up the mess that their poor defenders all kind of create at the rim. Yeah. At least you've got a guy like that can block shots. That would have been.
If they
could probably use Indiana being sellers at the deadline. Maybe they still will. That would be an interesting name to keep an eye on if the Pacers do so. But all right, fellas. It's that time. We choose love or we choose violence. Who do I want to go first? Devion. What do you got? You feeling love or you feeling violence today? Oh, and sorry, Joe. R.I.P. to the Cowboys season. It's over. They lost. But we all knew that was going to happen.
I already know. I'm already choosing violence.
That boy salty. Let me see. I'm choosing violence. I'm choosing violence against everybody going against Shannon Sharpe. Like for real. Like,
speak on it.
That's my dog, man. Like I like him, and I think like, man, he wanted him skip up, kept it professional. He wanted to just hit him up 2 days in a row, and then he had these pipsqueak ass dudes come up to him talking crazy to him, and he's like, now I can fuck y'all up. So I'm just mad I didn't see it. Like him, like you ever seen like a Rottweiler like fuck up a Chihuahua? That's what I imagine in my head he would have did to a couple of them players on the Grizzlies. That's why they had to send Steven Adams at him now. You had to see Zeus.
Steven Adams was the only one that wanted smoke for real. He was the only one up there.
He's the only one strong enough to fuck with. So I just don't like. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, like I said earlier, I don't like that. Like out of everybody you singling out and disrespecting really a legend and trying to, like, you seen Skip do it and then you seen the Grizzly players try to do it to like poke at him. And I'm like, bro, his career is better than your whole team's combined. Like, for real. So I'm like, bro, I just don't like the disrespect when it comes to like I don't like Steph Curry. But I will never take away like his accolades. Like he's one of the best players like I've ever seen in my life. Some things you just shouldn't do, and you should just show respect to people that have put that much sweat and tears into it, and then talk shit and produce. Like that's what I just don't like. As like a fan and just I just don't like that shit.
When I tell you, when I saw that shit happen. The first thing that I said was, "Oh, they better win this fucking game now."
And they lost.
Better not lose this fucking game. And they fucking lost.
And lost on a bogus play. Look, and not trying to be like, I hate saying this, but it's the truth. Y'all lost to us in the most bogus way possible. Like, y'all didn't lose to a good ass team.
Oh my god.
Y'all lost to us. Talking shit to us, to the fans, and lost to us. Like what we just did to y'all is where we struggle at. That's like one of the only times we've gotten it right. Like literally one of the only times I can think we got it right, and y'all lost to our bum ass. Like, fuck out of here. Like, and Shannon low key had some drip on. He been posting that on Instagram. I was like. Yeah, he had the Dior's with the car. I was like, he did low key have some drip on. So shout out to shout out to Well, I'm done, man. Shout out to you, Shannon.
Joe, what you got?
Man, I'm taking violence, bro. It's one thing to lose a game on 4th down and checking it down, and your tight end still 8 yards from the first down. But it's another thing for you to be the quarterback for America's team, and your new nickname is the Black Kirk Cousins because you fucking suck. How do you get outplayed by Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, and you got paid? Y'all average 30 points a game, and y'all got mustered up in the playoffs as 12 points. Come on, bro. Y'all beat up on the elderly last week and beat Tom Brady. And this week, y'all lose to Brock Purdy. Cowboys, bro, it's always something. It's always something.
Hey, Hey, tomorrow's gonna be A+ morning show viewing.
1,000% Dak Prescott fault.
Oh yeah, you already know it.
Tomorrow morning we're gonna have Shannon finally get to respond to fucking Grizzlies and company, and then Stephen A.
about to go crazy. I told you. Joe, Joe. No team just like. Bro,
I don't know what's worse than the Lakers, bro. At least the Lakers, I know they're not going nowhere. The Cowboys make you feel like they got a chance, but you know there's not. You just know deep down in your soul it's not gonna happen.
Hey, one day y'all get over the hump.
I don't understand, bro. If you watch the game, man, them interceptions.
They weren't good.
Bro. They're not good. They cost them the game. Literally, like they were not good. Like, what are you doing?
Did Dak Prescott?
Yeah, I mean Dallas is.
He sold the game, bro.
Did he throw
Dallas' defense came to play too.
Yeah. No, not this time. He needed to.
Yeah, when he got mad at the kicker, maybe the kicker should took his helmet off.
Right.
Yeah.
That kicker should have said, "This fucking quarterback, man,
Prescott
turn the ball over."
Messed up my whole
fucking
night.
A, man.
Well, I'm an asshole for real.
How you get outplayed, man? And then Ezekiel Elliott didn't do nothing either. Like, I don't understand.
Bro, I'm convinced. I don't even watch football like that. Y'all are the Knicks of football.
Yes.
I'm convinced.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Only real difference is I think the Cowboys have actually had a little more success than the Knicks historically, but they're the same thing. They're the same thing.
We might die before we gonna be 50, 60 years old. Motherfuckers gonna be getting out of prison for doing life sentences for smoking people before, and then they might have a chance of winning one. That's what it looks like the pace is. Hey, that sucks, Joe. Oh man.
Well, I'm gonna choose love. I'll be the guy to choose love. I'm showing love to Joe Burr and the Bungles for taking out the fraudulent ass Bills. Get the fuck out of these playoffs. Get these lame ass Bills out of there. Lucky they made it this far. If Tua's brain wasn't half soup, the Dolphins would have took their ass out last week. Skylar Thompson almost did it. But I'm just happy that the Bills are going to remain being the fucking Bills. Their fans have talked so much shit this year. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all still have never won anything. Devion, they actually might be the Knicks because they are known for being losers. The only team to go to 4 straight Super Bowls and lose all of them. They couldn't win one. Losers. Bills, y'all are fucking losers. Josh Allen, 10 points. Good job, buddy, against the fucking Bengals. It's fantastic. Man. Love it. Love every part of it. Everyone keeps trying to put Josh Allen in the MVP conversation now every single year. And, like, he makes some amazing plays. Don't get me wrong. Like some plays that really only Josh Allen could probably make, and then maybe, like, prime Cam Newton. Like, probably the only 2 people that could make them. But for every good play he makes a just mind-blowingly stupid one. And I hope now that this is 2 straight flameouts in the playoffs in the divisional round, and then they got waxed 3 years ago in the AFC Championship game. Like, I'm hoping now all of a sudden it's not this always rosy fucking glasses that everyone looks at Josh Allen with. Now it's starting to well, why can't they get over the hump? Lamar Jackson has been getting criticized since his first fucking playoff start for, he's just never going to be able to get the Ravens over the hump. Let Lamar get Stephon Diggs. See what happens out there. Let Lamar get a receiver. All right? We've seen all these quarterbacks take these jumps when they get that top dog receiver. Give my guy Lamar one. I bet he'll do one thing.
That Justin Herbert too. I'm trying to tell people.
What's that?
Justin Herbert said the same thing. I've been trying to tell people about Justin.
Fraudulent.
Who y'all got
every time that fourth quarter comes around, it's selling time when it comes to old Herbie. But Super Bowl, I'm thinking Eagles. I'm gonna go chalk. I think it's gonna be Eagles Chiefs.
Chiefs 49ers.
Either y'all got winning it.
I got the Eagles winning. I think the Eagles gonna do it. Joe just don't want to say the Eagles because he's a Cowboys fan.
Cowboy hurt. Oh man.
I'm taking the 49ers, bro. I'm taking the 49ers. They're going to do it.
You don't believe that? I can look at your face and tell you don't believe that.
I don't want. I think the Chiefs gonna win, but I can't stand the Chiefs either, bro. I'd rather the Eagles win it than the Chiefs. I'd rather the Eagles win it than the Chiefs.
Damn.
Hey.
Boy. Well, just know this. If the Eagles do win, you know one person, we're gonna be here to talk about it all day. So tell you that. So we got about 6 months of that. So buckle up.
Fresh off of Warriors finals too. That would be brutal.
You hear me?
Hey. But all right, y'all. We are 3 and a possible. We are out. Everyone have a great rest of their Sunday evening.